30 love the Fed. I got tired of fucking hoes, so I went back to the Fed. Know I get it in when I whipping up that spread. Big 30, bitch, yeah, I love the Fed. I just made my bed. I can't get no more head. Well, I could get some head, but it would be from Fred. I don't fuck with Fred, so I might pull up on Ed. Big 30, bitch, yeah, I love the Fed. And you know I'm big as hell, I be eating bread. I said what I said, you know how I am. You know what it is, I be getting... Hold on, gotta take a shit. I was on the toilet, I was whipping up a brick. Big 36, you know I be doing it big. I don't fuck with Gucci, but my squad, we got bricks. Damn, I sounded Gucci, no, that was Pooh Shiesty. And now my cousin, he locked up more than likely. But you know me, I ain't so icy, I'm so slimy. Yeah. I'm big 30, you know why I love the Feds. And I'm big as hell, that do. My favorite color red. I ain't got no legs, I ain't got no neck, I ain't got respect. We signed to the streets, 1-800-COLLECT. I ain't even a threat. Adultschoolwithmarcopodcast-MyLeague. Go subscribe to him. Don't subscribe to me. I ain't gonna tell on you, cause that's a felony. I record you on my iPhone 3. You'll be locked up, then I'll be free. CEO, ain't no FBI. FED, you know me. Big 30, love the Feds. I was at home cooking eggs. Yeah, hey, we back from like a week break. Man, look. Go over my second YouTube channel, ASMR ChiefMalottoPapi. I'm doing ASMR over there. Over here, we gonna keep it like with the podcast, the vlogs, the live streams, all that. But yeah, man. I'ma just catch y'all up real quick because I've been playing for a week offline since I wasn't streaming. Did lose a couple of games. So it's probably, yeah. Beat the Nuggets. Beat the Suns, beat the Spurs. We're in February right now. Yeah, we had 2 losses back to back. Doubleheader. Yeah.
Yo, what's going on, everybody? It's Nick Volcano. I just wanted to let you guys know, get out in the sun this summer, but when you come back inside, you need to stop overreaching in the lanes. If you're overreaching in the lanes, it's probably getting you backdoored a lot, and your teammates are having a hard time playing with you. Come find me in the city the next time you load up, and come get a dub.
Hey, girl, hey. What's up, 2K community? It's your girl, Boom Boom, and I hope each and every one of you have a great summer. Make sure you go out.
Raise Boom Boom Room.
A look at the Lakers as they get off the team bus after arriving at the arena. Pumped up to go after a road win here tonight. Hey everybody, we're coming to you live on 2K Sports, bringing you the NBA with Hall of Famers Grant Hill and Doris Burke. This is Brian Anderson, plus our reporter, Ali LaForce. And now the Los Angeles starters. They've got Luka Doncic, and it's Wallace in at the center position. And for Utah, they've got Joel Embiid, and it's Greer in at the 2. We should see some great ball movement with these two teams, Grant. Fantastic group of passers on each side.
They're just so unselfish. They play for one another. You can see how it keeps the whole team involved. And I'll tell you what, I just love watching teams that can pass like this.
And it's going to be the Jazz off the tip. Pass to Robertson. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. They defeated Utah in their last game.
And you'd have to think that luck played a part in that one. I mean, the opponent had an off night at the defensive end for sure.
Well, give them some credit for taking advantage of a weak defense and capitalizing on every mistake.
Now here's Doncic. And he gets the bucket.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
2 points. That one goes.
Nice, pretty much any coach, that's how he'd like to start the game.
To the paint. Here's Iverson. Nice pass. Nice catch. And a resounding dunk.
Wow. I'll tell you, such an advantage having a playmaker who can get up to the rim and finish.
Now that is what every team wants.
Oh, you love it. Fearless, aggressive, leaving no doubt whatsoever.
First quarter and about a minute and a half in. Doncic passes to Martin. From the arc. And it's Doncic missing. The Jazz have gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Greer, soft touch off the glass.
And they may have talked about shot selection coming into this.
On the wing, Bryant. Back to Doncic. Pass to Wallace. Here's Iverson. He has a clear impact on this offense, putting up over 19 a game. Shot clock at 3. Here's Bryant. Utah grabs the miss.
Boy, this guy is a good finisher, so he misses a chippy. That's tough to take.
Here's Issel. Here's Anthony. It's hauled in by Luka Doncic.
Well, certainly not the best defensive effort, but this guy can't make them pay for their laziness.
Pass to Bryant. To the middle. And it's flushed down. A nice jam.
That's how you share the rock. He does this time and time again.
The Jazz have gone 3 of 5 here in the opening quarter. Well, the Jazz are one of just 10 NBA franchises to never win a championship, Grant.
Yeah, you know, it's so hard to believe considering they had the 4th best winning percentage in NBA history. Think about it. If it weren't for one Michael Jordan, they'd probably have 2 rings.
I'll tell you, some people question the athleticism of Luka Doncic, but boy, he loves to dunk on occasion and let you hear about it.
Here's Greer. His last outing, he had 24 points. That one rolls around and rims out. And here's Doncic. He'll bring it up for the Lakers. Knocks down the long J. Iverson's got 5 points.
It's one of the best things about playing with Luka Doncic. He creates a lot of open looks.
And that one's good. Greer.
I love this approach. Getting him involved early, and it's already paying off.
They know that if this guy goes off, their chances of winning rise exponentially.
Getting enough shots in close to play inside out.
Jazz trail by 3. Here's Robertson. 14 points for him last game against the Lakers in Los Angeles.
And don't forget about the 2 blocks. He really changed the game for his team on the defensive side.
Time called here. Los Angeles decides to talk it over.
I'm gonna let y'all hear my ASMR video. He's doing keyboard strokes. Hello, ChiefMalottoPapi ASMR. This is my first video.
Gallinari, he's checked in for the Lakers. Chandler comes in for Martin. And right in the middle of winter, hot off the press, some fresh power rankings. You take a look at the Bucks. They're making moves up the standings, claiming that 4th spot.
Checking out the Lakers, they've claimed the top spot because they've earned it. Some critics have said they're playing way above their heads, but I think we're just learning how great this team is.
Here's Robertson. He has 6, and they pick up 2. 6 points for him. For Los Angeles, they've gone 6 of 9 and finding their rhythm now. Here's Bryant, drives to the hoop.
And an excellent job distributing the ball tonight. You can really see his feel for the game.
And that's been his role pretty much from the opening tip. Get the ball to guys where they can score it.
That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
Also, Maddie ASMR.
Here's Greer. He's averaging more than 12 a game. Consistent threat on offense.
Maybe he rushes that just a little bit, who knows, but he couldn't have gotten a better look than that.
Are you serious? That is some power from a point guard.
Oh, I love backcourt players with some ups.
We know versatility is huge in this game. Just a tremendous shot finishing that pass.
And Utah calls time here. Well, we saw some movement at the trade deadline for us, and now teams have to integrate new players quickly.
Brian, this is always such a fascinating game. Teams usually make trades because they feel like they're one small piece away. But inevitably, you have messed with the innate chemistry built over the course of the early part of the season. Now you've got to get the newcomers up to speed in terms of your vernacular, what your rotations are, and how quickly can they get acclimated to the wants and desires of their teammates. I love this process.
Doncic, and the basket is good. Doncic has got his second basket of the night.
Defensively, they've got to get more bodies in the paint. That's 3 straight field goals from below the free throw line.
Anthony misses.
And for him, that's a great look. Expect him to go right back to it if it's available.
Well, no doubt. Very good play call, good execution. Sometimes it just doesn't fall.
And not often do we get treated to a solo alley-oop.
Takes precision timing for sure. That's the whistle. Here's Robertson, covered by Bryant. Here's Embiid. Gets it to go. That makes him 2 for 3 in this game.
They're getting aggressive in the paint. Look at Joel putting his size to work.
Inside, it's tipped. Oh, stolen by Embiid. Here's Greer, guarded by Doncic. And that one's good. Greer.
Coming out hot. 4 out of 5. This could be a big game for him.
Free hair gel, a lot of good stuff.
Down low.
And
then Bryant with the dunk.
Oh, just an artful little reverse slam.
Power and style. That was sweet.
The problem is, folks, they're never here long enough
Jazz trail by 5.
Get to know them. You see, in order to find out more about these celebrities, stuff you can't find out in a quick 6-minute chat. So recently I mailed out a
And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
Number of famous people
It's on Danilo Gallinari.
Tonight we're going to show you their answers to what we call celebrity survey.
Actually makes both from the line.
2-part equation. You have to be aggressive enough to get to the line, then talented enough to sink them.
Oh, nice shot by Bryant. Bryant's got 8.
That's 10 straight points they've given up in the painted area.
William F. Buckley.
Utah shooting a phenomenal 60% in the first. To the inside, Embiid.
Embiid can throw it down from anywhere. So much power for the big fella.
The typical 2-year-old.
Doncic passes to Iverson.
Smarter than you might think. Matt Lauer wrote, alternately provides frustration and joy. Britney Spears wrote, fits perfectly in a dryer while I go out
picking up the assist. Doncic has got his 3rd basket on the night right there. Jazz trail by 5. And Utah calls time here.
When I'm in front of my congregation, I try to remember, Pat Robertson wrote, to inspire as many people as I can. Jerry Falwell wrote, to do my best to spread the word of God. Reformed homosexual pastor Ted Haggard wrote, to say amen instead of amen. I can't wait until my baby is old enough to say. Ben Stiller wrote, I love you, Daddy. Nice. Horace Marquette wrote, hug
And
me,
let's take a
Mommy.
look at some point guards who have been
Donald Trump
scoring the
wrote,
ball over the
Rosie
past
O'Donnell
10
is a
games.
fat
There it is, Luka Doncic.
And this group of guys, they have an innate ability to not only score at will, but to create for others. They're the complete package.
You know, they truly are. Whether it's one-on-one situations or staying within that team framework, that is a gifted group offensively. And you know, you said it. Their ability to put up big points from the one-guard spot is what really sets them apart.
Jazz trail by 5.
Max Weinberg wrote, give the finger.
Here's Brown. Banked it in off the glass.
Well, at 6'7", this is a forward, Jaylen Brown. He handles it well, cuts his way right through the defense.
Here it goes. Ooh, powered down with both hands.
Woo! When you finish like that, you deserve to brag.
Impressive. No question.
How about that from your point guard, gentlemen? Playing big at the rim, okay.
But not me.
Ginobili, he had a 15-point outing in their last game against the Lakers. Now the Lakers moving it up. Here's Yao. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance at a three-point play.
Great teamwork on that drive.
That's not right.
Punctuated by a strong finish.
Going right to the rim, which is where you want transition opportunities to end.
Cameron Diaz wrote, people think you have an
Here's
eating
Robertson.
disorder.
Wide open.
Richie wrote,
Ginobili, no good. The Lakers lead by 8. Bryant, pass to Iverson. Here's Doncic. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Three-pointer, Anthony. Rebounded by the Lakers.
Boy, with his shot not falling right now, it might be time to look in a different direction. See if you can get your teammates started.
They've controlled the paint so far. That's been the difference.
I know it's early, but you have got to like the dominance down low. Right now, they are playing bully basketball.
Here's Ginobili.
When I saw the
No points yet, and Robertson gets it to go.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Jessica Allen wrote, it was my favorite Super Bowl ad. Scott Peo wrote, he's doing it wrong.
Inside, parked it down low that time. Almost a 3-second call. All right, the Jazz making a change here. Williams is checked in. And here's Brown for 3. Now with a rebound.
I love how they've attacked the boards here in the first quarter.
Here's Doncic.
Kirstie Alley wrote, a custard
Out to the wing. Stojakovic passes to Bryant. To the middle. Goes up again. And he lays it in. And the Lakers lead by 9.
They're finding ways to get the ball into the paint. 5 consecutive buckets.
A news program without journalistic integrity.
Here's Williams. That one a tad offline, but it drops in for him.
Must get to D-Will's shooting hand if you hope to affect his shot.
Saturday night.
There's a minute 17 left to play in the first quarter.
And finally, when I want my man to know
Iverson
I'm
passes to
interested,
Bryant from 8 feet. Doncic. The putback. Controls the rebound and the putback.
They're winning the battle down low by imposing their will.
Lisa Nowak wrote, a
And
crunchless
1:01 left in the first quarter. Pass to Brown. Here's Ginobili. After missing his first attempt, now 1 for 2.
Jaylen Brown has improved as a setup guy. That pass was on time and on target.
Here's Iverson. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
Last night we did a
That was clearly a foul.
It's his first trip to the line.
And it was a fun little
And he makes the first but misses the second.
Our idea of
And
different
he's made a case for first team all defense.
we had a
George Jaylen Brown
with one of the
complete game.
mascots.
Brian Wilson loves
Take a
to
look
see
and then I'll
from a
explain.
great player that's just entering
This
their
next
prime
mascot
is
is
the
sexy,
pride they
and
take
she
in
knows
being
it. It's the
well-rounded.
FSU
Do you want to
webcam
absorb a
manatee.
big-time defensive assignment? Jaylen Brown wants to do exactly that.
Buries it from 3.
Man, they settled in quickly today. A nice flow and rhythm to their offense.
2-second difference between shot and game clock.
And there's hornymanatee.com. Okay, so
Williams
at the end
against
of the
ball.
sketch, this wasn't in the script or anything. That was just, I'm just talking.
Anthony, left side.
And
And again,
I
it's
just
Utah.
ad-libbed and I said, Denver is on hornymanatee.com. Okay, I just had to say that. Didn't think
Ball
anything
passes to
about it.
Iverson. And a foul call on the way out. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
line.
10,000 show. I wasn't thinking any about it.
I mean, they
After the show,
and
I get a call from NBC Standards.
Los Angeles shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in this game. Hits both from the stripe.
This time, I got a call from Standards. True story. They told me if I mention a web address
1 second left.
that does not exist,
That one is off.
even if I'm
Free
legally
throwing
if I
in the
mention
first
a web
quarter.
address that
Great
does not
scoring
exist,
through one.
we legally have to
Los
buy the
Angeles
rights.
leading by 9. And quarter number 2 will get underway just after this short break.
Sounds crazy, but that is 100% true. If you're on television, I didn't know this. If you're on television and you're in a position of authority, which I didn't know I was, and you mention a website, it has to exist, or you're in a lot of trouble. So, last night, after the show, for $159, NBC became the proud owner
We
for 10
welcome you back to
years
second quarter action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Lakers.
Well, guys, early on, they're driving the lane constantly, using their quickness to gain an advantage. Look at their points off penetration.
Yeah, what an excellent display of passing in the early stages of this game. A good deal of their points coming directly off quality passes.
So on the floor for the Lakers to kick off the second quarter. They've got LaMelo Ball, and it's Gay in at the small forward position. And Williams has got the ball here for the Jazz. 9-point game. Rear, no good.
Oh, love the intensity in which they're hitting the board.
Here's Ball. Oh, love to see Ball back inside.
With the size he brings to the guard position, you love to see LaMelo assert himself down low.
There's a fetish page.
Pass to Williams.
And of course, there's
To
a
the paint.
live
Here's this one.
webcam that
And
you
there's
put
the
in there.
flag.
You can show
To finish it off.
And what an aggressive move to the rim. He's really trying to fire up his teammates right now.
Boy, it's not hard to feel inspired after a teammate makes that kind of finish.
Where was the defense? No, you can't afford to give up these kinds of buckets.
They're playing great team basketball. It's good movement and sharp wrist passing.
Ball passes to Martin.
So if you have any immature Horty Manatee
Here's
picture
Gay.
stories,
Fires the
send it to
three.
Conan at
Here's
HortyManatee.com.
Wallace. And there's two. Getting on the ground. Paying off that time. And the Lakers lead by 9.
I love his tenacity. Extra possessions, second chance points. That's winning basketball.
Here's Anthony. And it's Martin with the rebound. Los Angeles has gone 0 for 2 from outside in the second quarter. Here's Gay. Yep, that one's good. And now an 11-point Laker lead.
They're just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
The putback. Here's this one. They shoot again. And it's Martin with the rebound. Martin's got his 4th rebound in this one. Gay to pass to Martin.
A surprising number of
kick out,
people
the ball.
responded to the quiz. I didn't think
They
they
grabbed
would,
their
but a
own
lot
miss.
of them wrote back. Tonight we're going to show
And
their
another
answers
shot.
to a segment we call
Wallace misses.
Celebrity Survey.
Boy, that's too easy to miss, but somehow he finds a way to do it.
Here's Williams. Perfect night so far. 2 for 2.
They're just physically imposing point guard. Darren Williams can be a load inside.
Here's how the survey works. We asked 3 celebrities to
Wallace.
complete a phrase. Our first phrase was,
It's Martin on the wing.
I'll always remember
Back to Wallace.
2006 as the year I
And he
stopped.
takes that one up and powers it through.
Charlie Sheen wrote
Not the
gambling.
defensive effort they need to cut
Michael
into the
Richards
lead.
wrote
Good
working.
call. They have to try to protect the rim.
They're just too slow to react. You can't afford to sleepwalk through possession. What's going on out there?
Rivers checked in for Utah. Good on the bucket.
That's been the story of their offense so far. Getting a number of looks from point-blank range.
Dana DeVito wrote, sit between Rosie O'Donnell
Doncic
and
passes to Martin. Ooh, a clear foul there on the missed free throw. So he'll get a pair at the line. All right, Doris, you think this team-centric style of play can lead to championship success?
Brian, this is such a big-time question, and I think a difficult one to
Tom
answer.
Selleck wrote,
By
today is the first day of
heliocentric,
the
we
rest of your life.
mean that the best player on
George
the
W.
team
Bush
is
wrote,
making up
the
a greater
SpongeBob Marathon
percentage of
will
the
be right
usage,
back.
meaning the ball is in their hands more. What that has led to are some of the most efficient offenses in the history of the game.
When Kelly Ripa said,
Does it
who
lead
knows
to
where Clay Aiken
championships?
and his
That is
men,
the answer to the question we all seek.
And he's coming off a huge performance, and his confidence couldn't be any higher. And his coach knows that, too.
Well, the best players, to me, deliver night after night after night. So as long as they're top,
Utah calls time here.
Protecting the rim has to be their top objective right now.
and the question they're going to have to answer to me is it a problem with the speed
The hardest
or is
thing
it a
about
problem with
divorce, the
matchups?
hardest thing about divorce is Donald Trump wrote explaining it to the kids. Brad Pitt wrote the prying media.
And the Lakers making a
deciding
change
which
here.
bathing suit to wear to the
And
hearing.
taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for Luka Doncic.
And the scoring trend over the last few years has
you
been
enjoyed
going
it enough
down
for
a bit.
everybody.
That's not what you want, and I'm sure it's something he's well aware of.
Bissell can't get it to go.
Almost.
And you have to think that they're leading this
When I
game because
pick
of
up
how
the
they've
phone
controlled
and
the
order
board tonight.
Chinese,
All right, let's get a report from
Prompter
Allie.
wrote, I asked
Jaylen
about
Brown
their
is playing
vegetarian
with so much
dishes.
confidence. He said, quote, I feel like
I
I'm a
make sure
different
there's
player.
no MSG.
My body has changed. Athletically,
Julia
I'm
wrote,
entering
I
my
specify
prime.
a
I'm more
boy
aware on
or a
defense
girl.
and offense. I feel like I'm both sides of the ball. I'm playing the best basketball of my life.
Well, it shows, Allie, for sure. Wembanyama, pass to Bryant, back to Wembanyama. Yes, sir, and it's Bryant picking up the assist.
Eventually, Lily wrote, the beach.
Wembanyama's got his first 2 points of the night.
All too easy for Wembanyama. He feels like no one can defend him inside.
Pass to Anthony. Knocked loose. And here's Brown for three, bearing his second of 3 attempts.
Well, there's an
I consider my
unpredictability to
finest
his
career
offensive
moment to
game.
be
He is always keeping
Hillary
the
Swank
defense
wrote
off
when I won
balance.
my first Oscar for
Nice
Boys Don't Cry.
one-handed jam.
Chris
Simple
Rock
and
wrote when I was
effective,
first
BA.
hired on
Hey, with the
Saturday
lead,
Night
I'm
Live.
surprised you didn't come up
Larry
with something
King
a little
wrote,
more creative.
when I realized that by using a small stone wheel, we could transport the great
Rivers,
rocks
pass to
along the
Greer.
River Nile to fill the Pharaoh's tomb.
Here's Issel. Boy, it's been a while, but he finally gets one to go. Issel's got 6 in the quarter. The Lakers lead by 13.
I love Larry, but he's old.
Bryant outside. Wembanyama against Brown. And here's Bryant outside. Count that one. He's 8 for 10 from the field now.
Well, the advantage they have right now is largely based on his play. What an outstanding night.
Oh, it's ball by Wembanyama. The ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Wembanyama. The Jazz making a switch here. Here's Robinson. 9 points in the game. Issel, Embiid. Ooh, nasty putback from Embiid.
And that's the hunger that Embiid plays with. He just gobbles up the miss and goes back up for the score.
Wembanyama, pass to Taylor. Now here's Wembanyama. Down low. Here's Gallinari. Issel with a rebound. Issel's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Here's Robinson.
I've rarely been happier.
They get it back. Brown. Can't cash it in from close range.
Great rim protection to prevent him from converting. Beautiful.
Pass to Wembanyama.
Hanson wrote left
And
side.
here's Bryant outside.
Britney Spears wrote.
It's rebounded by Jaylen Brown. Jazz trail by 14. And here they come. Shot from the wing. Rivers. Good.
You have to have the vision to find the open man. Beautiful pass.
All right then, ladies and gentlemen.
Brown against Wembanyama. Pass to Bryant. Yes! And it's Wembanyama picking up the assist.
I like all my patients to experience
Wembanyama's got his 3rd assist of the night. Utah has gone 1 of 2 from deep in the second quarter. Here's Embiid. Back to Rivers.
My lower jaw
To the inside. Down it goes.
down the street. You know, oh yes, I
And he brings this game a little closer using a huge one-hand slam.
That's a great way to get your team back into it. Back to Wembanyama.
Procedure she had to have done, and
Gallinari finds Wembanyama.
Also, all the kids came home, and they did it, and she's fine.
Shot
Everything
clock at
worked out
5.
great.
Pass to Bryant.
So my thanks
So
to you,
it'll be 2
Mom.
free throws. He was fouled at the active shooter.
He took the contact.
First trip to the line for him. Knocks down the first one. Both teams will make substitutions. The Lakers call timeout.
You hang out in hospitals all the time. Yeah, you just sort of hang around, and then she had it. She was, okay. We left for a while. We went to my brother Justin and I were headed back to go in, and we're walking down the street, and we're headed to Brigham Women's Hospital, which is one of the very good hospitals in Boston. And walking in, and this guy in a long leather coat, you know, I always like when people say hi, but this guy, like, stood right in my path, like, to stop me, and I was in a hurry. I was late to go see my mom, kind of wanted to see how she was.
Looking at the 2K leaderboard, these are the squads who bring it on defense. The blocks leaders, the Lakers, number 1.
This is not the team you want to challenge at the rim. They're the best team in the league at blocking shots.
Jazz trail by 14.
And I keep walking. It's just something I've always done. I know it sounds stupid, but I just do it. I just went, hey, how are you? And I got around and I kept walking. And you can't say anything because he just stood there for a long time. And I was walking and walking and walking. I felt like 100 yards away. And he went,
The Lakers call
and I
timeout.
turned around and he
Coach
was
no
like
doubt wants to use this
100 yards away.
timeout to review the matchup and maybe make some adjustments as well.
And the guys get a little bit of a break, mentally, physically, just recharge here quickly.
Wallace, right side.
You know, and I'm like, what is it?
Pass to Doncic.
You know? It's uncool.
Here's Iverson, coming off a 31-point game against Utah.
Well, in addition to the scoring, he found ways to initiate contact from the defense and get himself to the line. The defense is frustrated, trying to get a way to stop him. Have to love the ball distribution. Keep everyone involved.
Here's Iverson. He remains perfect. 7 for 7, showing no signs of letting up.
And despite the size mismatch, he's a little aggressive down there in the paint.
Some guys just relish the challenge. Find a way, and he does.
Rivers, shot is off.
Boy, a wide open shot from his favorite spot. That is one we like to have.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly and capitalizing.
Someday, like 10 years from now,
Here's Robertson. He's got 9. Knocks it down from distance.
They're making a few more threes this quarter, trying to cut into that deficit.
Iverson passes to Bryant. And then Bryant with the dunk.
And breaking out the one-hand slam.
Man, an emphatic way to extend the lead a little
get
more.
excited about the elections yesterday, did you? I paid attention. I voted, you know. Yeah.
Wallace pulls it in.
I was sort of all over
Wallace has got 4 rebounds now.
His is home.
I think he's rubbing it in a little bit here, hanging up there like that. 1:57 left to play in the first half of basketball. And it's out of bounds.
Gave my name,
Utah
and I
retains
wasn't there.
possession. Williams is checked in for
I was
Rivers.
careful to register, so I was registered on the
There's a
computer, but I
minute
wasn't
54
registered
left in the second
in their
quarter.
book. You carnies have a problem
Pass to
with
Ismail.
that.
And he brings it down with a two-handed jam.
Persecuted because we mow the line, right?
Willis, the facilitator, chooses the right
So
guy
what
to
they
give
did
the
is
ball
they said,
to.
that's no problem.
Inside.
You can put a
Hey,
paper
how's
out.
that for an
And
answer?
what they did is they
Right back
gave
with
me,
the dunk.
like they gave me a giant, it's giant,
Always
it's like this
fun to
big.
see point guards who can elevate above the rim like that.
Oh, a strong
So you feel like
mindset
an
and even
idiot, right?
stronger finish.
And you're very self-conscious because they gave me that and they gave me a big marker and they had me sitting at a desk. It's right where everybody waits in line to get in.
Utah with the ball.
And so, of course, you know, some of these people recognize me.
Indeed,
And
that's
what it looks
Ginobili.
like is, oh, he couldn't figure out the voting. That's what it looks like. I'm sitting in a room. I got that up here, and the desk is too small. It's like a little boy's desk. And I'm like,
Back to Bryant.
and the
Pass
other
to
thing is
Doncic.
everyone could see how
It's
I was
Martin
voting.
on the way.
They're all looking down, and I'd be like,
Embiid.
and I'd look up, and people were just staring at me, and I'd start to
Here's
vote, and
Robertson,
be like,
guarded by Doncic. And here's Embiid. It's tipped. And he recovers
So
it.
I voted for Al.
Yeah, I love the use of the shot fake by Embiid. Smart basketball there.
Utah shooting their third and fourth free throw attempts of the game.
I went with the writer Brian McCann, who works on our show, very funny guy, and he came along.
The free throw dropped for Embiid.
And at one point I looked over, and he's just this gorgeous blonde woman.
And Embiid drops them both.
And the big fella with the skill level, showing a soft touch at the line.
Absolutely beautiful.
Here's Doncic.
I'm like,
The rebound by Robertson.
I'll tell you, he's trying to help them extend this lead, but it's been a tough night for him individually.
They've had a slight leg up on the boards and a big leg up on the scoreboard.
Throw it down on the breakaway jam.
anyway, I did
Just a preternatural gift for finding the open man. What a pass.
McCann's like, oh yeah, she's really beautiful. We're watching them. They play
Goes up on the wing. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. Wallace has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Tipped. Here's Bryant.
Makes his selection just in time.
Well done.
Well, finishing quarter strong. Every coach preaches it. Nice work.
And through the first half, a pretty lopsided affair. It's Los Angeles.
She's wearing a different outfit again.
I'm alongside Coach Nick.
Allie, as always, thank you. We'll be back right after the break for the third quarter here on 2K Sports.
If I keep changing my outfits, but we were, way back. Right.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to the first quarter was all about Kobe Bryant. He had 27 points, 2 rebounds. That's all for now. Say goodbye to the...
Match the silhouette to Bruce. I had an astronomer with me. But anyway, I don't even know what that means. If that woman is out there and could write in or call in to the show.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly in the second.
Now, changing your clothes. My theory is that it was...
The Lakers lead by 17. They've got Joel Embiid. And it's Greer in at the 2. That's the 5 on the floor for the Jazz.
Well, it's already tough to play like this at home, but it's even tougher to do so on the road.
Well, just sheer dominance, the ability to step into enemy territory and flat out take over. This is impressive.
Now here's Anthony. Over to the wing. Pocket 6. Plenty of daylight on that zone. Greer's got 14. Los Angeles has gone 5 of 10 from beyond the three-point line in this game.
Jimmy, let me just tell the story about what happened to us last night for a second. Can I just take a second? Sure you want? Okay, no. This was
from 11 feet away.
Never had before.
Yes, sir.
And go out much.
Picking up the assist.
Yes, that's true. I stayed at home a lot. I'm a shut-in.
With that last
but last night, I'm actually headed home after work, and Jimmy Vivino, our band leader, calls me up and says, do you want to go and sit backstage at Bob Dylan's concert?
That's to Robinson.
I've never seen Bob. I love Bob Dylan. I've never seen him perform before. So you say, let's go. And so we say, all right. And Jimmy, you're hooked up with those guys. You know a bunch of people there. You know Bob.
The bank shot. No good.
You know, okay.
Utah's gone 4 of 9 so far from the perimeter. To the paint. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Bryant. Here's what Utah has lined up on their schedule. On Friday, they'll host the Oklahoma City Thunder. And then on Saturday, the Houston Rockets come to town.
And that game against the Trailblazers, it's going to be a very tough one for them. They'll need to be playing at their peak if they're going to see the win.
I'll tell you what, a night he has been efficient, he's been strong. Unfortunately, this still fighting an uphill battle.
Someone saying, Jimmy Conan, why don't you go backstage and say hi to Bob, like to the room?
Anthony slams it in.
There aren't that many people anymore. When I first got in this business, everybody, like, oh my God, Scott Bio,
Got a piece of it.
But I got over that like a year ago,
Anthony in the post.
But at this point,
Bryant.
Bob Dylan is one of those
misses.
people who
That's their first miss after hitting 4 in a row.
He's like a god to me. And so I can't believe that I'm going to be in a room with him, let alone that you get to talk to him. Usually I'm ushering this room. Like, I'm going to have this cool conversation with Bob Dylan, and we're going to crack into the cosmos. It's going to be amazing. He's going to be like, this guy is cool. And
here's Robinson.
It's going to be great. So I'm waiting, and I'm working closer and closer to Bob Dylan, and then suddenly the manager pulls me forward and says, Brian, say hi to Bob. And I look, and Bob Dylan puts out his hand.
Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
Time called here. Los Angeles decides to come over.
Something fans don't always get to see.
I have something really cool to say back, and we're going to have this great conversation. So I'm about to say something. It's my big moment. And just then I hear, Conan, so nice to meet you. And I turn around. Swear to God, it's Al Gore. I've never met him. I don't know him. I've never met the guy in his life. My life, never met him. I don't meet big people like all the time, and it just
And the 2K leaderboard, looking at the best when it comes to field goal percentage. Fourth, Victor Wembanyama.
He's been fantastic scoring the ball, shooting it at a high clip.
To the wing on the left. Chandler the pass to Gallinari. To the middle.
And he goes in. We've never been on your show. Someday maybe I will be on your show. I'm a robot. You're trying to. He's like talking at me. very, very nice guy. But he's talking, and I want to say something to Bob Dylan. So I'm like trying to, it's amazing. This guy, like, practically won presidency of the United States, and I'm trying to, like, get away.
I mean, he just pops up to the rim.
I don't think he's ever had anyone do this to him before. So, like, you're like, of course, DOD talking to me, and I'm like,
spaced out. 3 of the last 5 buckets have come from way beyond the arc.
Meanwhile, Bob Dylan's like ushered away because they owe us. We got to get him out on stage, and they usher him away. And then they usher all of us out of there. And I'm just getting over that. And then finally, Jimmy and I, we get let up. You're hooked in, man.
And the
We get to
shot's
sit
good.
on
And
these,
the
like,
Lakers
instrument
lead by
cases on the
13.
side of the stage.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
It takes
Bob Dylan's
incredible
playing
effort
like
to
3
stay
feet away from me,
connected to the
and I'm
core of
sitting
the
on this big
offensive
instrument
player.
case like an idiot, trying to put in Madison Square Garden. They're probably like, hey, look, it's me, new guy from Happy Days. And I'm there, and I'm looking, and I'm like, this is cool. I can see Bob Dylan. This is great. But I can't enjoy the concert because
and I just
sitting on the
love
other
how he's
side of
making
the
the
stage
effort
is
plays
Al
that
Gore.
everyone around him appreciates.
So I'm trying to enjoy this amazing moment. Dylan's like trying to rock it out, but right in my line of vision, right past is Al Gore looking at Dylan, and to the music, I swear to God, this is what he's doing.
The Lakers lead by 12. Not watching the line there. There's a backcourt violation. The Jazz making a switch here. Brown's checked in.
This is going to be like my cool rock and roll night, and all I can channel when I try and think back on it is Al Gore.
He's got 11. From the top of the key,
I am never going outside
Anthony's
again.
got 7 now in this quarter. The Lakers have gotten 6 of 11 attempts to fall so far in the third.
Crazy night. Well, Bob thanks you, I'm sure. I'm sure,
Here's Chandler. Back to Wembanyama. The 3-ball.
That's the story.
Ooh, he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot the
You're weird, Grandpa. We found this out literally minutes ago. We were hearing throughout the day that Shannon Hall was going to just announce is supposed to be on the end of the show. We announced that she's going to be here. We found out during the day that, well, from her management, she's going to have some trouble getting there. What time do you take? Be assured.
Here's
We're not
Robertson.
sure she'll get there on time.
23 points in the
They were
game.
kind of fun-frame, but they wouldn't say what the deal was. And then one of the people on our staff saw this on the APD wire that Shannon Hall,
and where that is,
around the toughest woman in the world,
yeah,
was
obviously there are
arrested
some
on
privacy
an outstanding
concerns
warrant for a
because what
previous
these
brush with the
wearables
Dade
give
County
you
Sheriff's
are
Office.
devices to
And
measure
she
how
was
your
arrested
player
because
is.
I guess last year or something she got
Exertion
into a
level be
barroom
based on
brawl
all kinds of
in Michigan, and they gave a summons. Well, you got to show up in court, and she blew up the summons. Said, what can the police force do to me?
When you're investing millions into your players, you're trying to take the best care of them, and some of that goes to the information you can glean from these wearables. I love them.
Here's Yao. To the basket by Utah. To the inside. Wembanyama. Ooh, the body control. Balance from Wemby.
There were questions about Wembanyama's streak coming into the league.
Not make it on our
No
show.
problem with the contact here.
Here's Anthony. And the Jazz take on 2 more.
Well, individually, he is doing everything he can in this 12-man session, but he's just not getting enough
That time
help.
we booked Charles Manson, but that was our fault.
Outside Wembanyama. Lets it go from deep. Anthony grabs the board. And here's Anthony. He'll bring it up for the Utah Jazz. Down by 12. Oh, rejected by Wembanyama.
With great mobility and the 8-foot wingspan. Yes, 8 foot. Wembanyama easily wipes that shot away.
Here's Doherty. Taking a look at his numbers, averaging about 11 a game. From 7 feet away, Wembanyama so comfortable inside. And breaking down some numbers here. The hustle stats for the Lakers.
Yeah, they've done a great job of managing every shot they carry. Their totals in the block column are a result of that aggression.
Second chance points have also been a big part of what's happened in this game. Crashing the boards with reward, turning those opportunities into second chance points were big time on the offensive leg.
To the paint. Embiid elevates. Oh, yeah. That'll do it. Wow, an emphatic two-handed slam. Down low. Doncic. Doncic hammers it home.
Oh, excellent way to pad the lead.
Yeah, especially when it's your one throwing a guy like that.
That's got to be a little bit deflating to defense, guys. Getting hit when you're down. My goodness.
Love You by REO Speedwagon.
Here's Ginobili. The shot misses. Excellent D there from Bryant. Los Angeles leading by 14.
I said you want to go now. No. You're learning things.
Up top, Bryant goes back up. And too long on the shot.
Yeah, now we're gonna wait until
Here's Anthony.
baby comes out and says,
Stolen by Bryant.
I'm a dude.
It's an even 3-on-3 break.
One of those two
And
things.
Johnson with the
And I think that play tells you everything you need to know. They're simply playing at a higher level, getting a steal and turning it into quick points.
I think
It's an even 3-on-3 break from deep. Yes, sir. And it's Bryant picking up the assist. Doncic has got 10 points now, just in this quarter. Jazz trail by 19.
You really don't know? I really don't know. There's a lot of people, even
Now, here's Williams. As far as his production, he's averaging about 8 points per game.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
Bryant, no good.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Now Williams. Back to Anthony.
determined to make this Olive Garden thing happen.
Ooh, poked away.
I know it's such a cliche thing to say.
Doncic outside, inside, from 6 feet away, and it gets that one. Martin's got 8 points.
Imagine how much bigger this lead might be if he were a little more selfish.
Utah's gotten 4 threes to fall out of 5 attempts here in the third. Outside, Williams. Can they get it? Wallace pulls it in. Wallace has got 6 rebounds now in the game. Iverson passes it to Doncic. To the left wing. Pulls it from 20.
Yes, the Lakers score. He drops yet another dive. Just facilitating this offense like a maestro.
Utah's gone 7 of 13 from downtown so far in this game. Williams from long range. And it's Martin with the rebound.
Yeah, they just can't seem to end the drought no matter where they shoot it from.
And I think you can start to feel their frustration mounting. With every missed bucket, it becomes more and more desperate.
And then Bryant with the dunk.
Making plays at both ends of the floor, and it shows up in the box score.
Well, what I love is the energy they're bringing right now. They're ignoring the scoreboard and playing hard.
2 hands on the rock, he powers it through.
Totally in control. Protecting the ball the whole way. Bryant right side to the middle. Here's Wallace. And that one falls. He's 7 tries.
But this tremendous composure on the interior. Read the defense, take advantage of the situation, and deliver.
Pass to Embiid.
Because everybody who asks about the name says, oh, like Nev Campbell.
Anthony
Right, I
outside.
say,
Now
well,
Embiid.
yeah, but I don't want to, it sounds creepy if I'm like, yeah, Nev Campbell.
Good D by Wallace.
There's an Irish name, which is...
Here's Iverson. Williams defending.
Nev or Eve. Right. But of course,
Iverson can't hit.
Gets caught showboating there. But hey, he had room. Just don't get many chances to add some style. Sometimes you got to go for it.
Now here's Doncic. They lead by the biggest margin of the game, 25. Martin outside. Pass to Iverson. And that one counts for him. Iverson's got 4 points now in the quarter.
They're really being bullied right now defensively. 8 of the last 10 points have come from inside.
Here's Williams. Ooh, plenty of contact on that shot. The officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now.
It's my mother's maiden name, and my mother's from Amsterdam. And in Holland, it's pronounced Neva. And it's also originally a Portuguese name.
I've heard that. That's right.
In Italy, it's the particular
And
school
Williams
that's
drops
on
them
the
both.
mountain.
Time called here. The Lakers
If
decide
I
to
were to
talk
meet
it
your daughter,
over.
she'd be the first Nev I ever met. I've never met a Nev.
Let's get her out of here.
Ball for Los Angeles. Gay comes in for Doncic. Gotta come through at the free throw line. These are the teams that are getting it done from there. The Lakers in second.
And this is a team that knocks down their free throws at an elite rate. Whoever they go up against should always try to avoid fouling them at all costs.
Yeah, I get called Neve all the time. All the time. And even if I say no, it's Nev, they still say, and this is
no good on the triple.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot you
and then
typically
as a
make.
kid, it was sort of maybe a cream like a
That one goes careening off the glass. And here's Williams. Utah with another miss.
This has not been his best quarter.
And you know what? They keep calling his number, and they're simply trying to get him out of this funk.
Now here's Martin. Give him 8. Here's Yao. Yes, down it goes. Off a beautiful set.
I love the fact that your daughter's name is really cool.
Throw to the open spot. Lead your teammate perfectly.
Ginobili will pass to Anthony. The three-pointer off the mark. Here's Martin.
Which is sort of any fine show, something we like to do called actual items. Let me explain how actual items work. We have a crack research team as opposed to a research team on crack. Although we're not first one maybe on the pipe. And they do an amazing job. And what they do is they go through newspapers and magazines and they clip out ads and they find people have seen this before. It's a talk show staple. They find weird things where you think, my God, I can't believe
with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive.
And we love to show it on the air because you can't make this stuff up.
Three-pointer attempts to go in. And the Lakers, look at who they've got. They've got Rudy Gay, and it's Ball in a point guard position. Yes, sir. Boom! He jams it
Star Courier
Caesar's man has the angle on the interior and
for a
drops a
handheld
dime
computer.
right there.
These are really valuable. Right. These are great. They're very helpful. And then look what it says right here, though. I thought this was really strange. It says 1 megabyte of memory stores 4,000 addresses, including Reba McEntire's, which is 392 Wilson Drive, and it's 698-317.
Not everyone has the green light to take that free transition, but he does, especially with the defense already set up protecting the paint.
Their defense just falls apart once the ball goes inside.
And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. This one's got 4 points in the quarter.
How about the timing? Could be the difference between an assist and a turnover. Nice delivery.
That's for athletic wear. And, he got the whistle on the way up.
Yeah, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
Look what it says right here. It says,
league expansion is
also
around the
have
corner.
shorts for
Spreading
straight
the talent you get.
Not really, D.A. I mean, the global pool of players competing for an NBA roster spot has never been deeper. So there's plenty of time to go around.
Those guys are having a lot of fun playing basketball.
Tipped away.
You're not
about a minute and a half through the fourth quarter now.
Look at that guy. Oh, yes,
Martin outside. Back to Doncic. Pass to Martin.
I'm going to hell. Yeah.
Just 5 to shoot.
This next ad is from
Doncic with the bucket. Doncic has got 12 points here in the second half.
This has been one of the most elite, consistent scores since he entered the league.
Right here, it
Luka
says,
in the house.
You need windows? I like getting high. Let's
Takes it
talk.
inside. Here's the teardrop. Martin outside. Doncic passes to Martin.
Just don't know how those two hook up.
Pass to Iverson. Back to Martin.
Get high. There you go.
Just 5 on the clock.
Exactly. There you go. There you go.
That one no good. Embiid with a nice defensive
from
effort.
the Sunday Tribune in Annapolis, Maryland. It's for a hypnosis
Down
center
low.
that
Here's Robertson.
specializes in
Oh,
weight
it's his
loss.
10th
This
basket.
woman here is
Oh, 12
biggest one to the
tries.
hypnosis
You
center.
gotta
She's like,
appreciate
I
the
lost
efficiency
35
here.
pounds.
Well, the problem is
Look what
they
it says
haven't
right here.
gotten
It
production
says,
from any other spot.
let our
Right now, this
hypnotist
guy
make
is
you
cooking.
believe you've
And here they
lost
go.
weight.
Rivers, good.
The best way to get a clean look is with those quick hitters on the break.
What a beautiful fast break opportunity, and the finish pretty good.
Back to Doncic. Oh, stolen by Embiid. And the Jazz pushing it up now.
Albany Region Journal in
Launches a three.
Albany, New York.
Another 3 for Utah.
Here in the second half, they're really focused on stretching the floor.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work.
It's an ad for a dish drainer. These are helpful things to have. Washing dishes, put in the old dish drainer,
just
they dry.
establishes position.
Look what it says right here. This is odd. It says, the same dish trainer mentioned in Martin Luther King's I Have a Dream.
And why go away from attacking inside if the D has no answer for you?
Pass to Martin. I don't remember that part. There's a hunk in the middle. And don't forget about
Los Angeles keeps possession. He's checked in for Utah. And the Lakers making a change here.
We're not wrong.
Utah on D. So far in the fourth, they've allowed just 6 points.
It's an ad for a deer statue that you use for target practice.
From 11 feet away. It's blocked by Wembanyama.
Come on, man. I mean, there was no chance Wemby was going to ever let that reach the rim.
Unlike a real deer, this one won't fight you off in bed.
Just such a terrific dunker.
Man, born to fly, that's for sure. Los Angeles leading by 15. Pass to Doncic. Wallace, right side. To the paint. Here's Iverson.
Once again, I've said it before, Andrew. I'll say it again. That's my favorite
And
crowd reaction.
Almost got it to go in.
Fully into acceptance.
First one falls. And he makes both free throws.
I've never understood it. I don't want to understand
2 of 2 from outside so far in the
This
fourth.
next ad is from the Lincoln Store Ledger in Lincoln, Nebraska. It's an ad for vitamins. Vitamins you take there, vitamin C, E,
This guy, one of the
calcium.
most
What it
elite
says here,
athletes in the
folks,
game,
it says,
Jaylen Brown,
our new
finishes
tamper-proof
beautifully.
packaging
Once
prevents
again,
all
an
but the worst
explosive
kinds
highlight
of
on the
tampering.
AT&T 5G Slam Cam. From 3-point range. Doncic has got 5 points now in the quarter.
Now, you have to extend that defense. I mean, you really have to stay connected to him at all times.
Well, you know this is the guy who's looking for his shot the whole time. You have to know who's guarding. KYP, know your personnel. That pass had to be thrown not only in the right spot, but at the right time.
The Lakers lead by 16. Bryant, pass to Iverson.
You have to be kidding me.
That's how you take things into your own hands. And for the Jazz, they're shooting 54% from the field so far in this one. Here's Robertson.
Finally, here's an ad from the Scranton Evening Post.
Robertson's on 27.
He's got a big speed advantage in that matchup. Could be a blow by every single time.
Iverson passes to Doncic. Out to the right wing.
I'm bothered by this.
For 3. On target from range. Doncic has got 18 points in just the second half.
This guy is an absolute machine. Luka Doncic keeping his foot on the gas and giving the defense everything they can handle.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Iverson passes to Doncic. Here's Iverson.
I don't know. Brother, I'm glad we're above that.
Wallace, right side. Doncic outside.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to take
No
a break.
good from outside.
We're going to show some commercials.
Trail by
We're going to
19.
make as much as $500 for NBC.
And here's Brown for 3.
When we come back, you got to stick around.
Down by Victor Wembanyama. And they
us.
get it back. And so it's Wembanyama with it. He brings it up for the Lakers. They're off to battle the Trailblazers after this one, as they'll be playing at Moda Center. It's the second game of 3 on the road.
And trying to put the game away, he's been nails all evening.
And he hasn't forced much tonight. I love the efficiency he's giving to them.
Pass to Robertson. Right wing. 6 to shoot.
Saying a prayer before this one. All right.
No good. The Lakers lead by 21.
Our next ad's from the Pemaquid Post in Pemaquid Point, Maine. It's an ad for a pearl
Now here's
and onyx
Doncic.
bracelet. Isn't that
Back to
something? Really
Wembanyama.
nice pearl and
Stolen by
onyx
Embiid.
bracelet. But then look what it says about the bracelet right here. It says, alternates blacks and whites just like your slutty daughter.
Here's Robertson. And he banks in the layup. Robertson's got 29.
They just look so overwhelmed inside. That's why they continue to get attacked.
Iverson passes to Wallace. And there's a whistle. We'll head to the line. That's on Joel Embiid.
Collectively, as the game has progressed, they've been shooting really well from the charity stripe.
While we want the officials to get it right, I'm sure the league would like to shorten that time officials are at the table.
Tell me about it. You wonder if a time limit should be instituted. If they can't figure it out after a minute or so, just go with how it was called on the floor.
And Los Angeles making a change here. Martin's checked in.
That's right. You did see that. That was a
Up
mistake.
top, Bryant.
Okay, here we
And
go.
placed
It's an
out.
ad
So
from the
whistle there
Tulsa Herald.
on what looks like an illegal screen.
So this hasn't been their finest quarter. Committing a number of turnovers so far, not good.
All that nice cute stuff. There's a little girl in the corner, but then look what it says right here.
Here's
it says,
Robertson.
Treasure
And
the
it's a
years
defensive
before she
3-second
believed it.
And the technical free throw is good. Time called here. Los Angeles decides to talk it over.
It's now an opportunity to take a break and talk about their strategy moving forward.
Well, there's something that the coach doesn't like. I'm curious to see which kind of
Next we
adjustment
have
he
one
makes
from the
here.
Valparaiso Post in Valparaiso, Indiana. It's an ad for, this is so sweet, little family tree that stands up and puts her favorite photos of different important family events. That's sweet. And I thought it was really nice. Look at this photo
really
over here.
has his
This
fingerprints
disturbed me.
all
I just
over it.
thought,
He's been dominating and making it look effortless. It's always fun to watch someone just flat out take over like he's done here today.
Boy, it's not hard to be blown away by his level of play. It's never easy winning on the road, but to do it in this fashion, that's a special performance right there.
Adding insult to injury with the dunk off the steal.
Nice to see a good play on D. That led to some fireworks.
All right.
Well, let's see if that serves as a momentum builder. What a great sequence for this move.
We know Embiid has this kind of touch for deep. Nice triple.
You can see why they go to this guy so often. More often than not, he's going to be very efficient like he is right here.
Pass to Greer. The door for so many franchises. That's a star player has a lot of sway.
It's an ad for the Israel Courier Street. It's an ad for a Sesame Street theme park. That's right, Sesame Street theme park. They got all the characters right there. There's the guy in the trench, and then there's the Cookie Monster. But check this out. I didn't think this was right.
He welcomes both. It depends on the star we're talking about.
And there's a defensive 3-second call. And so he hits the technical free throw.
Molding himself into one of the most dominant centers in the league, Embiid has really come into his own.
And here's Brown for three. Doncic grabs the miss. Doncic has got 6 rebounds here tonight.
The perimeter game has failed him thus far. Hit one from range in the first half, but nothing since.
And Robertson gets it to go.
He's shooting the lights out down the stretch, trying to
It's
keep
an
them
ad for a cute little rocking toy for kids. Little rocking toy for kids right there. There's a toy.
Doncic on the wing.
Folks, look what it says right here. It says,
Iverson passes to Bryant
invented by
to the
Michael.
inside. Here's Brown. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. Here's Iverson. Utah grabs the miss. Robertson's got 7 rebounds in the game. Here's Brown. The rebound by Doherty.
That's an actual
Doherty's got his 5th rebound in this one.
catalog. That's the part that creeps me out.
Here's Bryant. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way.
It's an ad for this little lighthouse figurine set. Look at that. Isn't that cute? Look down here, though. This is weird. These people here should be
Both shots good from the strike. And several years ago, the NBA
me.
introduced the Supermax. How do you think it's worked out, Doris?
Yeah, I think every decision, Brian, that the league makes is trying to make sure that everybody has an equal opportunity for a championship. This particular implementation has made it easier for small market teams to retain their stars. And think about it. Even if someone signs it and then gets traded, at least those teams get an opportunity to get big draft capital. That's what we're doing.
And not often we get treated to a solo alley-oop.
It takes precision timing for sure. A clear look for Embiid. Nice shot from the wing. Embiid's got 22 points.
Flat out dominant. Joel Embiid having his way tonight. And they were really able to find the mismatches they wanted and exploit those all night. Great execution from the players and coaching staff for the Lakers.
And they were on fire tonight. Fantastic offensive performance there.
Yeah, B.A., they really shot the ball well. I mean, their coach has to be beyond thrilled with how well they played.
And with another win in the bag, they've racked up 46 total on the year.
They have proven to simply be the better team of the two, winning all 4 games in this season series.
And here's Bryant outside. Jaylen Brown with a rebound.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the 3-point line.
Los Angeles with it. It's an 18-point lead. And there's Doncic. That's good on the assist from Bryant.
And they came in here with some attitude, and they brought out their best play.
And I couldn't agree more. What makes it that much more impressive, they're doing it on the road.
And Robertson gets it to go.
You buy them, they're worth a lot of money down the road, maybe, but
there's 25 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
Right here it says, sometimes it takes more
Doncic
than
outside.
words to tell your parents you're gay.
Lays it up and in on the right reverse. Doncic has got 30.
Stepping up and nailing an important shot to put this away.
Yeah, playing with great energy and great effort. And as a coach, you'd love to see this from your team every single night.
And the basket by Brown.
I didn't mean me personally. I just came out and told him.
5 ticks left in the final quarter.
From the Portsmouth Herald in Portsmouth, New Hampshire,
Here's
it's an
Bryant.
ad for therapy.
Misses the shot. So we see the Lakers taking the W here. This one wasn't even close. The hometown crowd was waiting for a miracle that never came.
And this team was consistent throughout. They met every challenge, and they earned this dub.
And that about wraps it up. For Grant Hill, Allie LaForce, and Doris Burke, and the rest of our 2K team, this is Brian Anderson signing off. So long, everyone.
Now, in that same vein, folks, here's another Easter ad. This is a real Easter ad we found. It's from the Davenport Bugle in Davenport, Iowa. And they have an Easter Bunny character right there. And look at what he's saying. Look at this. He says, "Hey, kid, do I look like I have the capability to lay eggs?" And look how angry he is. He's mad. I don't want those Easter products. He's mad, and you can see all of his viscera, his intestines. I have never been so mad that I've ripped open my own thorax. That's not technically true. Well, ripped. Okay. Okay, next we have an ad. I couldn't believe this one. It's from the Sunday Beacon in St. Paul, Minnesota. It's for a camcorder. You know these camcorders are very popular. VHS camcorder. But look what it says right here next to the image. It says, "Record what you can now because dogs may hump different in the new millennium." Shame if they hump different. We might not have water hoses to spray. Exactly. All right, here's one. It's an ad from the Rochester Dispatch in Rochester, New York. It's for a blueberry-flavored energy bar. A blueberry-flavored energy bar that says that it's very delicious. But look at this little message up here. It says, "In memory of copywriter Jim Talbot, who shot himself after writing very delicious." That guy's gone now. All right, this one's an interesting one. It's an ad from the Nashua Observer in Nashua, New Hampshire. It's a supermarket ad for meat. We've all seen these before. Sure. Supermarket ad for meat. But there's a little character next to the meat here, and I don't know about this character. It says, "Murray the Maggot says, try this meat at half the price and think of me as living rice." Next one's from the Darien Sun in Darien, Connecticut. It's an ad for an Asian escort service. Asian escort service, Oriental Escort, 24 hours, 7 days, discreet billing. It's a good thing they're discreet. They have some gorgeous escorts in the ads right here. Take a look. I mean, she's really pretty, and then there's this woman right here. But check out down here. This bothered us a little bit. Apparently, he's the discreet one. Next up's an ad from the Portsmouth Herald in Portsmouth, New Hampshire. It's an ad for baby clothes. Baby clothes right there, and you see, yeah, these are nice. This is nice little baby clothes. And let's pan past the babies. They all look really sweet. But look at this baby over here. This really bothered me. Something menacing about that baby. I just don't know what it is. Check this one out. We have one one from the Louisville Post in Louisville, Kentucky. It's an ad for a beautiful Bavarian cuckoo clock right there. Look at that. It looks like it's crafted out of fine wood. Everyone loves a cuckoo clock. But look what it says down here. I don't like this. It says, the only clock that says Heil Hitler. I'm with you. I didn't say to buy the clock, did I? Bad clock right there. Bad clock. Yeah. Next one's from the Charlotte Observer in Charlotte, North Carolina. It's an ad for children's clothing. That's right. Everything seemed fine. All these kids are so cute. The clothing is so cute. And look what it says on this little girl's pajamas. That's not right. Again, I'm with you. That's horrifying. It's not good. Next up is an ad from the Pleasantville Post in Pleasantville, New York. It's an ad for exercise equipment. Exercise equipment right there, and $99.99 gets you that one on the bottom right there. And everything looks fine with this ad, but then look what it says right here. It says, the only workout equipment considered too gay by Richard Simmons. Look at that guy. Look at that guy. That guy's like, oh, I'm all tied up.